made it to Big Game Safari after a few attempts to find it. There's no signs for it at all, and it's just down a dirt track, so eventually we asked some kid who pointed us in the right direction, and I think Jan has found someone who can help us and tell us where to go. It did test my driving skills. 5 3-point turns on a busy main road, not ideal. Anyway, it looks like a lovely spot. Not allowed to carry my own bags, which is quite nice for once. And yeah, this is our tent coming up, so we'll see what it looks like, but certainly in a lovely spot.
So I absolutely hate camping, but yes, he's got me camping, but this time hopefully with a little bit of style. So we walked in and thought, oh, it actually looks really nice. The beds were really comfortable and quite soft, if a little bit bouncy and squeaky in the middle of the night. There were toiletries on the side and there was electricity so you could charge your phones. There was mesh on all the windows and running water, obviously with our sink blue, and actually a really nice shower. You could hear everything from outside, and obviously there wasn't much privacy in the bathroom, but it was really nice.
Just arrived at dinner. Nice candlelit table. A few tables around the fire. And that's the bar over there. Looks very dark on screen. And barbecue over there. Pork. Okay, chicken and pork. Okay, so nice early start this morning after the safari. We've got half-day safari booked as sort of part of the deal we had with Big Game Safari and the overnight stay and dinner and the safari. So hopefully lots of elephants and other wildlife out and about early this morning. Okay, so I won't try and lip sync it, but our mic's packed up at this point for some reason, so we'll have to do some over talking on the bits from the safari because we had a bit of a technical problem. When we got to the entry to Udawalawe, there was a small queue of vehicles, but probably only half a dozen. And to be honest, it was really good. We really didn't have any congestion, or very rarely there were several jeeps at the same place, which was really nice. And it only took kind of 20 minutes to get in, and that's just because we were there bang on opening time, as were several others. But yeah, really nice not to be overcrowded throughout the whole morning. Apologies if some of the footage is a bit bouncy, but the roads in the park weren't great, and the Jeep suspension is designed for those sort of roads, so it does go up and down a bit. In probably 30 seconds of entering the park, we saw the first elephant. We did ask about the big tag around his neck, but apparently that is just to track him. It did seem overly big given the size of some trackers these days, but anyway, that's what that is. Not the only big thing he's got going on there. Certainly a well-endowed elephant, which got a few chuckles from various Jeeps. We were lucky that we were the only two in our Jeep. Some of the others had quite a few in, but yeah, we were able to jump from side to side and front to back just to see what we wanted throughout the day. We saw more and more elephants, some right by the road, others hidden in the bush a bit, but yeah, there were certainly plenty to see. It was a fabulous tour. And it wasn't just elephants, there were loads of birds of different varieties, as well as peacocks, crocodiles, which you'll see a bit later, albeit not very close, and various other smaller sort of mammals as well. Hard to spot, but if you look closely you can see a couple of crocodiles on the rocks on the far side there. This bird had successfully caught his lunch, one of the numerous frogs that were in the lakes. This guy was very friendly and curious, had his trunk in a couple of the jeeps, including ours as he came past. We're certainly no experts on elephant behaviour, but they certainly look happy and seem to be enjoying feeding in the jungle and wandering around. We certainly didn't see any that looked distressed.
The scenery in this national park is very different to Wilpatu. We didn't really see these great big trees there, though the wildlife was quite similar. If you want lots of wildlife, Wilpatu is definitely better, but Udawalawe was amazing for the elephants.
overall, I'd certainly recommend the big safari experience. We got a night's accommodation in the tent you saw, which was really good. It included your evening meal and an enormous breakfast. Every breakfast in Sri Lanka seems to be enormous, but it certainly was here as well. You could have the breakfast when you got back to the campsite after the safari, given that the safari started so early, which was good as well. And all of that, so the accommodation, the 2 meals, the safari, was £135. The only thing you had to pay over and above was any drinks you wanted with your dinner. And again, they were very reasonable anyway, and that's included in that 135. We had a couple of beers each. So yeah, really recommend it, particularly if it's elephants you want to see, because there were lots and lots of elephants. As I say, a few other bits and pieces, crocodiles, monitor lizards, and numerous birds. But yeah, for the elephants alone, well worth it, particularly given the number of young ones we saw. Again, just little family groups like this one you're seeing at the moment, pottering about, and we saw plenty of them.
We just couldn't believe our luck when we saw the size of this little one. This was the one that was possibly only 7 or 8 days old according to our guide, and he was just gorgeous. He got so close we could even see the hairs on the top of his head, and he seemed totally unbothered by us. Mum didn't care, Dad didn't care, and they walked quite happily between the trucks right in front of us. It was just amazing to see something so gorgeous so close.
Quick toilet break at the end, and then back in our Jeep to take us back to the camp. Get quite blasé by the end about seeing the elephants, given how we were peering out looking for them to begin with, and one in the distance over there that we hardly even noticed to begin with, but just near the entrance. And so another elephant over here. Oh no, that's Jan coming back from the loo.
Absolute cheek, and that was before breakfast too.